the greater the goal, the greater the sacrifice. And you really have to ask yourself, if I want this thing, whatever it may be, what will I have to sacrifice in order to get it? Because everything you do, everything you want in life has a price tag to it. And the bigger the goal, the more expensive it is. Just imagine a big, big house compared to a small house. The bigger house is going to be a lot more expensive, a lot more costly. And the same thing goes for the goals that you want to achieve. The bigger they are, the more you'll have to sacrifice. And that's something that I've genuinely been struggling with, to be honest. Something that I've been wrestling with. Because on one hand, I have a lot of things I want to achieve, right? And then on the other hand, I'm still wrestling with that idea that I have obligations. Showing up to birthday parties, hanging out with friends, saying yes to all these different things, saying yes to family members. And even simple stuff like saying yes to TV shows or anime, or saying yes to scrolling. But if I want to achieve my goals, then that has to, all that stuff that's not working towards the goal, it has to go. And that's the sacrifice that I have to make. And a prime example of this is that it's currently 8:50 p.m., right? I genuinely just want to sit here and do my work right over here, right? That's what I genuinely want to do. The thing is, the dilemma is, I have a really good friend of mine. I have a friend of mine, a good friend of mine, whose birthday is today, right? And it's our last year in college. He was my roommate last year, the past 2 years. This year he's not, unfortunately. But a part of me doesn't want to go out and celebrate with him. A big part of me doesn't want to go out drinking on a Wednesday night, to celebrate his birthday. A big part of me wants to sit at this desk and get to fucking work. That's what I want to do. And I think that this is something that has been a big problem in my life for the longest time. It's like those two sides clashing with each other. And I think in these moments, it's great. It's a very important thing to ask myself, what do you want more? Do I want to be there for my friend and enjoy a memory I probably won't remember? Or do I want to work on my business and my life, to be honest, because I have a lot of things I need to figure out and move the needle forward? And that really only is a question that I can answer. And that is only a question that you can answer for your goals too. But like I said, everything has a sacrifice. To be honest, I really don't want to go. I'm probably going to be there for an hour or two and head straight home and do some work, because I really want to do some work, man. I'm so behind. There's so many things I want to talk about that I'm going to probably talk about tomorrow and reflect on. But my life right now, imagine this is my life, right? And this a road. There are so many different avenues that I can take that splits off kind of like that. And depending on the decisions I make on a daily basis, my life can go that way, that way, that way, that way, that way. And every single pathway has a door. And when I open that door, there's really no going back, and I can be forever screwed, right? So I really have to think carefully about what I want to do, why I want to do it, who I want to do it for, and make my decisions based off of that. But I don't even have time to reflect if I'm doing shit like this, right? Which is the internal battle that I have. And to be honest, when I arrive at my homie's apartment and when everyone's drinking, I don't know how I'm going to feel. Dude, I have so many ideas that I want to, act upon. I have so many things I want to accomplish. And it's how badly do I want it? And probably when I go to the party tonight, it's do I really want it that bad? How bad do I want it? And I'm praying that in very little time, when I look back at this video, I will be disgusted with myself, and I'll say, wow, you couldn't even sacrifice one birthday party for your goals. I'm hoping I become that person. I really, really do. Because it's true. The life that I want to have in the future, something is going to have to go right now. Something's going to have to be sacrificed, right? And honestly, this is also me bad planning. But dude, I have so many things to do. But with that being said, I am going to go to his place tonight. I want to leave by around 11. Leave by 11 because I'm going to say I have a client or whatnot, but I don't, so I don't want to lie. Say I'm tired. And I'm just going to be my best self as best as I can be. But this is something that I'm going to have to reflect on and pray on a lot. Because, man, I want my dreams and I want my goals so bad. I want to create a genuine, lasting impact especially on young men, and inspire so many people to go ahead and chase their dreams, right? But if I can't even be that person, if I can't embody that person that people look up to, how can I be a role model, right? So it's kind of crushing in a way. I have a lot to do tomorrow. Tomorrow's probably going to be the busiest day, one of the busiest days of the month. So we're gonna make it happen. Yeah, and I think that I'm going to have to spend a day this week to just really reflect on, and I really urge you to too, right? Because think about when the last time you just sat alone by yourself with your thoughts, with a pen and paper, kind of really asking these really tough questions and answering them and providing direction in your life. Like, how often do you do that? I feel like that's a lost art that our society, especially our generation, has nowadays. Like, the great thinkers of the past used to spend so much time alone, and look what happened to us now, right? We're consumed by social media, by politics, by the news, by drugs, alcohol, all this stuff, when in reality we should just be alone with ourselves. Like, self-care is a real thing, and most importantly, self-discovery, right? If you're busy discovering other things, how are you supposed to discover yourself? That was a bar. Wow. Anyway, with that being said, I'm gonna go because I'm kind of late. I'm gonna enjoy the night as best as I can, and then get some work done tonight. I have to. But with that being said, this is the PLOG V1.71. Remember to be better daily. Tomorrow I will be better by sleeping before 11 p.m. I do have an event at night, but hopefully I can sleep earlier. And if you found this helpful, and if you want to be a part of this community that I have right here going on, remember to hit that subscribe button. Give me a like. It shows it genuinely makes my day. Leave a comment, start a conversation. I respond to every comment, even if it's a little late. But just know that I appreciate you watching, and I'm praying for you. I know that you're gonna succeed, so just hang in there. And remember, most importantly, to be better daily. Peace out, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.